Hey guys, it's Chelsea, and today I'm going to be doing the 50 facts about me tag. Just random 50 facts that I've come up with. It actually took me a while to come up with all these. It's kind of hard, like, you know, you kind of like figure yourself out as you go through life, and then actually having to sit down and be like, okay, what do I like, what do I not like, and just think about everything that makes you you. Was kind of difficult, but I'm pretty sure I got 50 facts down. I haven't even counted, like, well, I had 50 counted and then I changed a few things this morning. But yeah, so if I don't have 50, I'm going to number them as I say them. So if it doesn't end up being 50, I'm sorry. Or if it goes over or is under, I'm sorry. But generally, we're going to be about 50 facts here. So let's get started. So my first fact is something that some of you might know if you've watched my channel a little bit, that I'm a runner and I do cross country. So yeah, the second fact is that I also do CrossFit, which is kind of confusing when I'm telling people I do cross country and CrossFit. They're like, they think I say it wrong. I'm like, no, I do both. My third fact, and then after I like get to 10, I'm probably just going to be like, this fact. Next fact is that breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I love breakfast. Could eat it all the time. My next fact is that I am a high maintenance when it comes to dating. It's a fact about me that is really annoying, and it's something I just can't really help. I know what I want, and I know what I'll put up with, and if you don't meet those standards, then bye-bye. Next thing is that I procrastinate so bad. I feel like every video I've watched of this, people have said that, so I'm glad I'm not alone, but yeah. I also learned to play piano this year. I cannot do Mozart or anything like that, but I can definitely play some tunes. So yeah, like Jingle Bells, Kumbaya, I can play that. Next fact is I don't really have 100% true friends, and this is kind of a difficult fact to say, but I don't know, like I have my one really good friend, and I don't know, I don't know how to explain this fact, but I'm not sure that I have 100% true friends in my life, and I think that's really sad. My next fact is that my hair is naturally turning brown. It's really complicated. People are like, what's your hair color? Like, if I haven't met, I don't know. Like, if people just ask what my hair color is, I'm like, well, I was born blonde, but dirty blonde, so it naturally turns brown, and I have to get highlights, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So my hair is naturally turning brown, so I have to get highlights to keep it on the blonde level. My next fact is that my birthday is June 26, 1996, and it's really weird because I have 3 6s in my birthday. Yeah. Also, next fact is that I get mad very easily, and once I get in that mindset, it's really hard for me to get out of it, and trust me, my family hates it. Next fact is I'm also known as the funny girl. You guys don't really see this side of me on here because it's kind of weird to like tell a joke to a camera. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, like in my social group, like I'm just known as the funny girl. I'm the girl that turns every situation into a joke, and yeah, that's just me. My next fact is that I actually had a really bad struggle with acne this year, especially this school year, my junior year. I'm going to be a senior now, but looking back to my junior year, I had a really bad struggle with acne. Like, it was kind of bad sophomore year, and junior year, it just all blew up, and it was so bad, and I'm trying to still take care of it to this day. My next fact is that, got a little choke. My next fact is that I have sleeping issues, and definitely not anything diagnosed, but I just have trouble sleeping a lot, like at least once a week. Next fact, it is actually a fact about a fact, is that I love reading facts and using them. I'm definitely one of those people that follows all the little fact things on Twitter and likes to use them. If I learn something about an elephant and then an elephant comes up in a conversation, I will proceed to state the fact. And I love doing that. I love just learning new things. God, what is in my throat, man? Anyway. Next fact is that I need to go on a diet. In case you guys want to know, I have a terrible diet being such an active lifestyle, and it really sucks. My next fact is that I drive a Nissan Sentra, and not just any Nissan Sentra, a very ghetto Nissan Sentra. And it's a car that when people first see me pull up, they're like, there's a white girl in that? Like, I have red and black rims, it's all tinted, almost blacked out. I got two 12-inch subs in the back. Like, people don't expect that to be my car, but it is. My next fact, I kind of, oh my gosh, I was thinking about this when I was watching the Katy Perry movie. I remember I was in the movies. This one's going to get a bit of a story. I was in the movies, and you know the Katy Perry Part of Me tour movie? Well, I was watching it, and you know there's that little snippet of like Justin Bieber. These girls, literally, that little snippet made them go crazy. I mean, they were like, ah, they started crying. I was like, oh my gosh, and it made me realize when I was like watching it the other day, and I wrote this back down, that I've never been that obsessed with a celebrity. I've never like cried in tears. Like, of course, I've never really met one exactly, but like I'm just not like that. Like, if I'm a big fan of someone, yeah, but like I'm definitely not like gonna bust out in tears and have a panic attack on the ground because I saw him for like 2 seconds. Anyway, next fact is that I like to sing. This is definitely something you guys don't know about me, but I actually got a pretty good set of pipes on me, and everyone I know is always trying to get me to go on American Idol and all those different shows, but I'm not really into that way of getting into it. But yeah, I do enjoy singing. My next fact is when I was younger, I always thought I'd be a swimmer. I used to swim like every day. That my parents used to call me a fish. They could never get me out of the pool. So even when we were at the beach, they had to bring a little pool. But anyway, yeah, I used to love to swim. Then I turned out being a runner, and I used to hate running. So it really just shows you never know where you're going to end up in life, honestly. Next thing is I'm really good at figuring stuff out when it comes to like tangled things. Definitely not the Rubik's Cube. I cannot do that thing. Oh my god, what is in my throat? Oh, gosh. Anyway, I'm really good at figuring out different situations, puzzles and things like that. I just have a very like, I don't know what you call mind. My next fact is that my memory is really triggered by different things, and it also goes along with another fact. That's the next fact, that I love collecting pictures. I love pictures everywhere, and that goes back to the other fact that it really takes certain things to trigger my memory. There's a lot of stuff, and you know, this is a general thing for everyone, but for me, it is literally how I remember. Like, I can't remember stuff unless something really triggers it, and then I all of a sudden have a flood of memories I didn't even know I had. And you know, that kind of works with everyone, but for me, it's just like, that's how I remember stuff. So yeah, next fact, I love collecting pictures. I used to literally have posters on every ounce of wall on my room, and it was just so dark in here, and it was bad. I think maybe I have a few YouTube videos with it up. I don't know. My older ones, check them out. I don't know. My next thing, I should have put this by the sleeping thing, but I have a lot of repetitive dreams at night. Dreams I won't have in 2 years, and all of a sudden I'll have them again, and they'll be exactly the same, and it's really weird. Like, I feel like I should really write them down and see what they mean, because I have a lot of them. Next thing is I'm actually a pretty good dancer. You guys for sure don't know this about me, but yeah, like, I like to bust a move and whatnot. Like, I'm definitely not one of those girls that like all I can do is grind. Like, I can like break it down. Like, yeah. My next thing is that I love sweet tea. This is definitely the southern part of me. I just love it. I drink it with everything. I don't like soda anymore. It's just sweet tea or water, and if I have to drink soda I will, but I prefer not to. Next thing is I'm a very open person, and I mean this in the respect that I don't have a lot of specific likes. People have like their favorite foods and stuff. Like, I like breakfast food, but any breakfast food, and it's just, I don't know, like, I'm not a very specific person. I'd be okay on a beach or on a mountain. I'd be okay in the city or in the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm just one of those people. That kind of goes against the next fact, but I do want to live on the beach. I mean, I would prefer having a house everywhere, so if I'm feeling like depressed, I'll go in the snow. Like, you know what I mean? But I really just want a house on the beach. I love the beach. I could wake up to it every day and be perfectly fine. Next thing is I'm subscribed to 17 magazine. I get their subscription every month. I have an entire drawer full of them. It's an obsession. Then my next thing is that I've never done drugs. I don't have any desire to smoke cigarettes or do drugs or do any of that kind of stuff. That's just not my lifestyle. Next thing is I'm kind of obsessed with kids, and I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like I'm just one of those people that just has to be a mother, because literally, like, I see kids shoes and I want to buy all of them, and I'm actually just got a job at a kids shoe store, but I love kids. Like, I just love watching them, and not like that, but I think I'm going to be a good mother someday because I just love kids. My next thing is my favorite time period is the 1920s to the 1950s. I don't know what it is. I feel like if there's such a thing, sorry, I'm like itching my leg. If there's such a thing as past lives, I definitely lived somewhere in that time period because I just feel such a connection to it and I love it. Also, along with connections, my next fact is I honestly feel really connected to the ocean. My birthday's in June 26th. That makes my birthstone a pearl, which is from the ocean, and that's just like another fact actually. But yeah, there's just something about it. I just feel so connected to it, and I could just like live there, be a mermaid and live there. Next thing is I love Marilyn Monroe. I wouldn't say she's an idol because I like, you know, like I'm not wanting to be like a sex icon or anything, but I don't know. She's very beautiful, and she had such an amazing career, and I still like watching her movies. I actually have a picture of her above my bed. You can't see, and another picture over here, and a cup, and yeah, I just really love Marilyn Monroe. Next thing is I love beluga whales and pigs. My favorite sea animal is beluga whales. My favorite land animal are pigs. Next is my favorite Disney princess is Ariel, again with the ocean theme. Next thing is I've never had a long-lasting relationship. Nope, and I'd really like to have one, especially my senior year for prom and everything, but it's probably not going to happen. Next thing is my favorite movie is Titanic. This kind of goes along with the 20s to 50s realm because it's kind of in that period almost. But yeah, I love it. And also my second favorite movie is The Great Gatsby. So I guess I got a thing for Leonardo. I didn't know, but I guess I do. My next fact is I have a redneck family. You can kind of hear it sometimes when I say certain words, but I have like a bit of a country accent, and yeah. Next thing, my nickname is Duder, which sounds really weird, and I don't know why, but that's my nickname. My dad used to have this whole song. Yeah. My next fact is that I'm very moody, and it's definitely not to the realm of like bipolar, but I definitely can flip a switch like that, and it's just really how my family is. We're all like that. Next fact is my zodiac sign is a Cancer. That goes along with the June 26th. So if you'd like to know more about me, you can look up Cancers and see how we are. Next thing is I want to stay at least one night in the Disney World castle. Oh my gosh, my dream is for my wedding, my like honeymoon night, to be in the Disney castle so I can be like a princess. But yeah, there's like a 2-year waiting list though, but I want to stay up there. Next thing is my favorite theme park at Disney is the Magic Kingdom. This is at Disney World. I think they have this at Disneyland too. But my favorite place is Magic Kingdom. That's where the castle is. That's where all the fun rides are, and I love it. Next fact is that I'm not as obsessed with makeup as I used to be. I literally used to live and breathe makeup. Like, I was like, I'm going to be a makeup artist and just all this stuff. And now, I mean, it's what I do for myself, and, you know, I like doing YouTube videos about it and stuff, but it's not something... I don't know, especially now that I'm like working on my skin and being more comfortable without makeup on, it's not something I necessarily need anymore. My next fact is I'm generally a nice person. I give everyone a fair shot. I'm very like open to people and everything, but I'm definitely not someone you want to cross. There's just something about me. This goes with the flipping thing. I'm the nicest person ever, and then you cross me, and then I become the biggest nightmare, like, and I can't even help it, like, honestly. So just don't cross me. Like, I can look like a really big biatch here. Like, I try not to show that side of me on here, but let me tell you. Anyway, next fact is I have a huge soft spot for animals, even insects sometimes, which is weird because they're really annoying. But I don't know, like, that's why I always thought I was going to be a vet, but I love animals so much. And even sometimes if I see, like, a beetle drowning in the pool, I'll pick it up and put it out there and be like, go on. You know, and my last fact, and let's see if this is the 50th one, but I'm actually very, like, I'm one of those people that has just a really hard shell, but I'm actually a very emotional person. A lot of times when I get in really big fights with my family, I'm just really angry and stuff, and then like when I start talking to them, I just like start crying. Like, I'm just really weird about that. Like, I'm just a very tough person. I put up a huge like wall, and that's like that mean side of me. And then when you get through it, you'll realize that I'm actually just like a huge teddy bear, and I just love to love people and love life and love animals. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just to let you guys know more about me. If you have any questions or whatever there is to comment about, comment down below, and I will see you next time here on Makeup by Chelsea. Bye!